Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna take a look at a double counter user team, double fighter team here with the Surfetch as a say-so, the Pidgeot in the lead for all those potential ghost types, as well as we're going to have our Hitmonchan in the back. Shadow variant here, fully XL. I think it's a rank 4 version of it as well, which is going to be very interesting to take a look at, as you're going to encounter an Alolan Mug here first game, as it's going to acid spray me all the way the entire time, but we can still go for the Brave Bird, because you have the bravest bird here. The Surfetch going to knock out the opponent. In comes an Obstagoon, and this is not looking good for the opponent here. We will be able to go for the Leaf Blade coming through. We're gonna get the final shield, and if shields are down, Hitmonchan gonna go to town, as we're going to encounter a Scrafty in our back, and the close combat would have completely destroyed them, but they chickened out before and decided to dip this match. You're going to see a Registeel. Maybe not the smartest idea I've ever had to stay in here, but I thought I might be just going for the Feather Dance so they don't do as much damage with that charge move here. Turns out they still going to two-shot me here, so it's going to be a little awkward. At least, like, okay, they're not going directly to two-shot me here, but they would come pretty close with that. We're still going to be able to knock them out here though, so it's not really the biggest issue as well. As we're going to be able to go for the Ice Punch against the opponent as well. Do they shield this move up? Do they know about this? They do not know about this. And our, basically now we have the best position that we can be in. We're going to be able to go ahead and go for a Feather Dance. Should have waited out the clock there for sure. But now I'm going to debuff the opponent again. It's just crazy how good Pidgeot can be if you can just debuff the opponents. We will be able to now farm them all the way down basically here. Going to be able to go for 2 charge moves against the opponent's Glyce score, as well as we're going to get hit by a double resisted and double debuffed brutal swing from the opponent, allowing us to now go for a Leaf Blade. Going to get the final shield of the actually not the fire shield, the second last shield there from the opponent. We will be able to take another charge move here, so we can go ahead and get the final shield. Now going to a Pidgeot, and the Pidgeot going to have a very great time against the opponent here, as this incoming Feather Dance going to dance them away, going to let them, just go down there. We're going to take a look at the next game. We're going to have a Justin in the lead. Exactly where we want to face this Pokemon. As you see, Snorlax coming in. Could have stayed in again and tried to go for a charge move, but here I'm going to just go into my Hitmonchan, and I'll let them get me very, very low here and just try to farm them basically nearly all the way down. Thing is, I am very, very weak against this. Oh, that's really bad. That was really bad for me. But I'm really weak against the Jarls in general, so this was really not the greatest move that I've ever did in my entire life. So that was really tough. But at least we will be able to go for a Brave Bird here against the opponent's Nidoqueen coming in here, I think. It is going to be Nidoqueen, and we swap out immediately as you're going to encounter now the Jelson against our Surfetch. We have access to the move Leaf Blade here. This is the coverage move that we have that the Hitmonchan didn't have. Hitmonchan gets completely hardwalled by the Jelson, so this is why we have a very decent answer for this Pokemon in the lead, as well as the say swap of the Surfetch, which is going to have better coverage than the Hitmonchan for those scenarios here. So you're going to be able to go for another Leaf Blade, trying to knock them out with this one. Let's see, we're going to be able to do exactly that. Going to be able to go for another charge move here as well. As this Leaf Blade is coming through, we can go ahead and go into our Pidgeot and farm them all the way down, winning this next game here as well, even though it was a little bit difficult. We're going to see a Gyarados in the lead. This is not ideal for this team. Very weird Pokemon to face here. I usually never face a Gyarados. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this move go through. This is not really the ideal play for me. I wish I would have went for the Brave Bird at this point of time. They're going to shield up anyway, so never mind. I'm not wishing that I went for the Brave Bird, and I will be able to catch the charge move onto our bravest duck here, onto our Surfetch. We will be able to take this one pretty easily, as we're going to encounter the Escavalier coming in here, which we will maybe shield up. Yeah, we're going to shield up. I think I make a mistake here. I think I go for the Leaf Blade bait here. I know myself so well, and they most likely going to let this move go through. I know myself so well that I'm going to go for another charge move here at least, but they're gonna get more farm with that, which is kind of bad, and they're going to get me low. But yeah, just went for the Brave Bird instead. It would have been a little bit cleaner here, but still we're going to get out the Trevenant now, where we have to align our Pidgeot. This is not an ideal scenario. I went for the Brave Bird here again, I feel like, but actually I'm going to get the shield again, so it never happened here anyway. That's totally fine for us. They're going to most likely swap out now, so I'm going to have to swap out now as well. It was not really fast enough. My Pidgeot has 1 HP left. I have to let this move go through here. It's going to be a Aqua Tail, or I'm just going to not do this and have a more difficult time here. I have to try to go for one Ice Punch against the opponent's Trevenant now. It's going to knock out the opponent's Gyarados. Can we even... Yeah, we're going to be able to reach this one. How much damage is it going to do? Does it do enough damage? It does not do enough damage. The opponent going to be able to get to a charge move here right now, and this is not ideal. The Seed Bomb is coming through, and I think they have another one stored here, and they also away with 1 HP because I didn't swap out fast enough. My own fault, could have won this game there if I played this a little bit better. Next opponent, we're going to see a Cobalion coming in here. Our good friend Cobalion going to get debuffed here immediately with our Feather Dance. We can go ahead and go into a Surf Edge. Why do we go into a Surf Edge? Because we can still realign, as well as we're going to get then some extra energy, which will help us out quite a bit against the Jellicent. Having access to the move Leaf Blade going to be very beneficial for this matchup, as we still have to use a shield here. This was not planned. This is not ideal. Why, Cobalion? Why are you so spammy? We're going to be able to at least go for some Leaf Blades here against the opponent's Jellicent now. Going to do around half of the opponent's health here, so you can go ahead and go for another charge move here coming in. Going to get the other half done as well. They're going to still get to a charge move here, KOing me with a Surf, and we will be able to go into our Pidgeot. As we see these Steelix approaching here, we have to it's kind of still kind of awkward here. Maybe I should have stayed in and tried to go for the debuff again first, but like this, we're going to have to try to get all the shields from the opponent as well, as they're going to shield up the charge move coming in. It's going to be an Earthquake. They're not running Psychic Fangs. The opponent didn't hear the memo that we have now Psychic Fangs available for this Pokemon, as they're going to go for the close combat, as my opponent is not really in the mood to give me the win by a close combat kill here, so they just decide to shield and let me farm them down. Next opponent, Pidgeot. Our Pidgeot is pretty damn bad, so we're most likely going to lose him here a lot of times. They're gonna go ahead and go for the Feather Dance. That's fine for us, because we can go straight for the Brave Bird instead here. Going to be double debuffs. They're not going to shield, and we're gonna get them super low as our Surface is going to approach here. We will be able to go for a Leaf Blade in order to get a shield most likely from them, but no, they're going to let this move go through, and they're gonna go into their Virizion. Our duck here is sitting pretty well, I feel like. I should be able to just still get to a Brave Bird here. Do they know about this? Do they shield this move up? It's going to be an interesting one. They are going to shield this move sadly up here, as they're going to see the Cobalion coming in, going to go for one charge move here, and we don't really care too much about this. This is now showtime for the Hitmonchan, and this is why Hitmonchan is so great. There are a lot of Cobalion plus the Virizion, and both of them you're going to beat with this Pokemon. You're going to beat every Steel-type Pokemon. You just punch right through them. As you can see here, we're just going to go ahead, farm them all the way down. We're going to go for one shield here. This was maybe not the smartest idea, but I didn't want to get too low. I have a ton of energy here. Yeah, we're just going to go for the close combat. Let's take a look how much damage it's going to do. Boom. Nearly one-shotting them here, as we can go for another Ice Punch and finishing off this one here with this no bubble one, as they're going to be able to win this game. Next opponent, let's take a look at this one. We're going to see an Obstagoon in the lead. Of course, it's going to be amazing. We're going to swap out immediately here. Gonna get out the Giratina, having access to the move Dragon Breath here, which is kind of rare to see for Giratina, but we will be able to let this move go through still and go for the Brave Bird. Show one for the Brave Bird immediately here, so the opponent doesn't get as much farm, but we're going to still get them pretty low here, which is going to be fine. We still have our Hitmonchan in the back, which might come in handy later against this Obstagoon. They go for more Dragon Claws, that's totally fine. I don't want to get debuffed, so I'm going to go for the Feather Dance to just debuff the opponent and try to farm down afterwards. This is definitely the better play, but the opponent going to decide to go into the Obstagoon. This is going to be amazing for us, of course, as they can only go for the cross jump, and they cannot even go for another charge move here before we farm them all the way down. In comes again the Giratina. We have to shield this move up now, and we have to try to farm them all the way from this range. It's going to be a little bit tough, but we can do this, and let's see what's coming in. It's going to be that Trevenant. Ice Punch is coming in here. Ice Punch is going to get the first shield. Ice Punch is coming in here. Ice Punch is going to get the second shield, most likely. No, they're going to let this move go through, because I know they have to still deal with the Pidgeot here. Let's take a look at this one. We're going to go for the Feather Dance, and I think this Feather Dance should be game over for them. As the Seed Bomb is coming through, we can shield this move up, and like this, the opponent's attack is going to be cut in half, and we will be able to hopefully farm them all the way down. But nope, the opponent decides to just forfeit immediately, which is the faster approach here. Let's take a look at the next one. We want to see a Drapion coming in here in the lead. This is a pretty rare lead to face in the Open Master League, I want to say, Open Ultra League. But we can go ahead and go for our big Brave Bird, going to do a lot of damage, and now we can go into a Surf Edge. Gonna get out the Trevenant, and I should just go straight for the Brave Bird here next time. I don't know why I did this. I don't know why I let this move go through as well. This was so badly played by me. I should have just went straight Brave Bird. I honestly have no idea why I did this. Try to play it too fancy again here. This was not ideal whatsoever. I have to go for one Feather Dance here, nearly the same. As you will be able to hopefully farm them all the way down now. Do they get to another charge move? They do get to another charge move, but this should not knock us out yet, as we will be able to farm them all the way down. In comes now the opponent's Surf Edge, but we can farm down now the opponent's Drapion. It's going to be a difficult one still. Sludge Bomb gonna get shielded, important shield here coming through. As you're going to get the Surf Edge out of the way, I have to go for a double Ice Punch in order to get both shields from the opponent. And we have a Moonstart on our Pidgeot. This might come in clutch later. We have to see. We're going to get the Ice Punch coming through here, going to get the first shield, going to get the second shield here hopefully as well. The opponent has to farm up to 2 charge moves here. Are they able even to do this here? They're going to be able to not farm me down in time. Our Hitmonchan just was bulkier than them, which allowed us to still win this game even though we had less health in the beginning than the opponent, which is amazing. In comes here the Muk. Muk can go for the Dark Pulse, which would do a lot of damage, and it goes for the Dark Pulse here, as we're going to retaliate immediately with a big Brave Bird. As we're going to let this move go through as well, we can go into our Surf Edge and we're gonna get out the Sylveon. I am scared at this point of time that it's going to be a double charm. Show one for the Brave Bird again, but the opponent going to shield this move up nonetheless, so it doesn't really matter too much. But it's going to be a difficult one here, as you can at least now go for the Brave Bird, but it's still going to be a tough one. We're going to get them low, not low enough that they don't get to another charge move, so we have to shield up the incoming Side Shock from the opponent here onto our Hitmonchan. Can we still win this one? What do they have in the back here? I'm really scared about another Charmer. It's going to be a Giratina. It's basically as bad. That's going to be a good game. Giratina, while we have Ice Punch, it is just not really able, like there's no way, like honestly, Ice Punch doesn't even do half of the opponent's health here, even though we're Shadow, even though it's super effective. They're going to shield up the move anyway. Like the only play that really would help us here is the opponent going to swap out here, trying to get us some more energy, but sadly the Muk just was able to farm me down. Nearly was like a little bit, yeah, I don't know, could have been even a win there maybe, who knows. Again, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm questioning all my life choices right now. Why do I stay in here just to go for the Feather Dance, just to hopefully survive a charge move a little bit easier from the opponent? And I do even the wrong move here. Why do I go into the Hitmonchan? It doesn't make any sense at all. Go into the Surf Edge here instead, man. What the hell? As we're still going to be able to survive one charge move here, but honestly, I have no... Actually going to go for another charge move. I don't think that was necessary, but honestly... Like, I should have went to my Surf Edge, which would have now had, like, around 3 Leaf Blades stored for the opponent instead of a close combat onto a Ghost type. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, to be fair. This is all not really looking too well played. But yeah, this at least shows that I'm also playing some matches really garbage. Like, at least I can also admit this and show this to the people to showcase also the mistakes that you can make, which is, yeah, not really ideal for us. Is the opponent going to just spam those serves? Holy hell, can you please stop, Jellicent? What the hell is going on here? We're going to see another serve coming through. Like, please, man, I'm already down. Come on, please, don't. I can go for Feather Dance here. I'm gonna get the shield from the opponent, as you're going to be able to catch the serve. Amazing play here, of course, as the Surf Edge going to love this serve coming in. Honestly, it's not really that great of a play, but the opponent goes into Registeel for some unknown reason, to be fair. But we will be able to get the shield from the opponent here, and we have to go for the Brave Bird, which didn't work out because it doesn't matter anyway. Like, even if we went for the Brave Bird, this game was game over. Should have won this game for sure if I played this one better, but I didn't. So this is my own fault. I played this super bad. Let's take a look if we're going to be better on this game here. It's going to be also maybe a tough one here, as you're going to see the Brave Bird gonna get shielded from the opponent. Of course, we still have our Brave Duck here, which has access to the move Leaf Blade, so it's going to be still kind of fine, but we're going to see the Trevenant coming in. We see some lag coming in here, but the Brave Bird is coming through now. Do they shield this move up? They do not, and we can say goodbye to that Trevenant. In comes most likely Tapu Fini again here. No, it's going to be a Giratina. This is really bad for us, because you see already, what is our Hitmonchan going to do? Do you want to go for an Ice Punch or close combat against Ghost? I mean, for Ice Punch, the Ghost would be here better. But, like, honestly, against the Tapu Fini, there's no real reason for me to win this, like, play this game or win this game. I feel like that's going to be a loss anyway. But also, I question my life choices again. Why do I go into my Pidgeot instead of my fighter in the back? I have no idea. I still have to try to farm them all the way down here. This will not work out. They have a ton of energy. It should be a Moonblast to knock me out here. And we will say, oh wait, it's going to be a Surf. Maybe there's still a chance. Who knows? We will find out shortly, as we can go ahead, go for the CMP tie here, which might still give us a chance, but I don't think we're going to be able to reach another charge move in time with our Pidgeot. The Dragonclaw going to knock us out, and there's no way. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Last 2 games I could have played way better. Hope you still enjoyed this one. If you did, please leave a like on the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!